In these boxes, I stored my drawings from 7 years ago, 5 years ago, and some of them from about 3 years ago. You'll see lots of fashion, architecture, and interior drawings in various techniques such as pencil, watercolors, and markers. Let's call it the pre-digital era. All of these drawings were created before and during my interior design studies. The goal of this video is to show you various ideas to diversify your art portfolio if you're currently preparing it for an art college or university, and also encourage you to draw more and unpack your art potential. And now, let's see what's inside the boxes. If you're new here and haven't heard about me, let me introduce myself. I'm Anna and I'm an interior and real estate illustrator. On my Instagram page, you'll find my work and my creative daily life. So let's dive into drawings. There are a lot of sketches of different types, so I decided to categorize them. Let's start with the travel drawings. This type of drawing was like a magic carpet for me, which could take me anywhere in the world. I wanted to create a momentum which stayed with me, you know. Let's start! This is a scene from Times Square in New York at Christmas time. I used watercolor here. This is Montmartre in Paris, drawn using watercolor as well. This is Amsterdam. The drawing style is different here, more detailed and graphic. This is somewhere in Belgium, I believe. Little Italy, New York. There'll be more sketches from New York, so this is just the beginning. This is a sketch created in a mixed technique. Guess where? Exactly. This is Tuscany in Italy. I'd love to travel there one day. I believe I used watercolors and colored pencils in this drawing. Berlin in autumn. That was the trip where I fell in love with that city. And again, Times Square. Stunning architecture in Greece. This sketch is from one of my favorite trips to the south of France. The town was called Saint Raphael. Just look at these colors. Also, I created a series of quick sketches from that place. I was sitting outside on a terrace and sketching out these beautiful surroundings. These super quick sketches, here this way. These super quick sketches were created in another region in the south of France. The Calanques, near Marseille. This is Italy. Oh, this is a sketch of an iconic photo. Honestly, I don't remember the name, but here it is. Very fresh colors. Somewhere in Switzerland. Again, Paris. This is Italy. More Italian landscapes and architecture. By the way, if you recognize a city or a particular spot, let us know in the comment section. Also Italy. Somewhere in the tropics. This is that insanely beautiful hotel in Zurich that sits on the top of a mountain. These are different windows of houses in the south of France. I believe it was in Cassis. Again, south and more New York aesthetic. I think all of these sketches represent that Christmas mood. And more drawings from different locations. I like to say that practice builds confidence. The more you draw, the less anxious it feels to start from an empty canvas. Also, you start experimenting more and trying out various drawing techniques. All of this helps you develop your own style and draw with confidence.
Cold winter, warm bodies, in the back of the room with your friends, getting tired of how have you been? Got whiskey spilled on me, but I love when you're pulling me close. Say you think that it's time to go home now. Another so used to Saturday nights, just me and you. So don't leave me alone at the party. Don't leave me alone.
Also, these drawings can be used as a memento. For instance, this is a sketch from my friend in Berlin. It was our first time visiting the city, and I really wanted to draw something to remember that trip. If you recognize your hometown or the city you're living in, let me know in the comments. Now let's take a look at some of my fashion illustrations. There were times when I was dreaming about becoming a fashion illustrator and seeing my drawings in fashion magazines. But real estate and interior design won my heart, so that's why I didn't pursue that career path. Here you see some really quick sketches and some detailed drawings. My main inspiration was Brigitte Bardot, her flawless style, and the French Riviera vibes. Well, I must say, it's not completely gone. I'm still a fan of the French Riviera and its vibes, and try to travel there as often as I can. Quick pencil drawings have a special place in my heart. Even now, I teach my students how to draw confident lines, apply characteristic hatching, and avoid shaky lines. There is one thing that all these sketches I'm showing you today have in common. They all are diverse. You see watercolors, pencils, markers, gouache, and black pens. Of course, you can also say that all of them have been created by the same person. It's not enough to draw 10, 20, or even 30 drawings and stop there in the hope that someone's gonna notice your talent. It won't happen. Even if you're an experienced artist, you still have to continue creating and develop your skills further. Don't stop thinking you've reached your upper limit. As Salvador Dali used to say, have no fear of perfection, you'll never reach it. A cool hack for you. You can combine digital and paper drawings. First, scan your paper version, then import it into Procreate or Photoshop, depending on the medium you're working with, and finalize the sketch digitally.
If looks could kill.
I love quick pencil sketches. They helped me so many times during my interior design studies. Using this technique, you can try out various design concepts, train your lines, or make quick notes about your projects. And based on them, you then start working on a detailed version of your design or drawing. Also, you're showing your personality in this type of drawing, as does a real artist. This is the reason why I talk about lines and hatching in almost every single lesson in my course. So your drawing doesn't look like a photorealistic picture, but instead like artwork.
Something like you've never seen. The time has come.
Well, that was a pure experiment. I have no explanation why I suddenly decided to create patterns. Maybe it's because of the fresh colors and I wanted to try something new. Anyway, here's the result and a couple of ideas on how to create a photo composition, also known as a flat lay, using this type of drawing.
You'd be dead right
now. We have finally come to the interior section, my favorite. I've had a soft spot for interiors since I was a child. Since I was born into a creative family steeped in construction, design, and architecture, I was surrounded by all of this since I was a kid. And then, throughout my life, the love for spaces became stronger. I studied interior design, and now I'm working on interior and real estate projects. I was experimenting a lot with different drawing and interior styles to find the most suitable for me to work with. Even though it wasn't easy because I was completely lost in terms of style, I still knew that I was on the right path. I was studying interior magazines every single day, and I'm still doing this, by the way, and implementing that knowledge in my work. First, I drew on paper and then switched to digital. Mobility, easy editing, and flexibility are some of the main advantages of drawing on your iPad, so that's why I stuck to it till today. Also, it allows you to try out a lot of different ideas without carrying around tons of paper and markers. Some of these drawings are my commercial projects, some of them are my personal ones, which I create for my course and TikTok. Some of them are simply spaces which inspire me. So when I draw them, I feel myself being physically there inside that space. After years of experimenting and searching for my style, I finally found it. So my advice to you is to not get discouraged if you don't like your sketches. You'll find your unique style and become confident in your work. If you're not there yet, simply enjoy and trust the process. It'll do all the necessary work for you. Drawing is one of the most incredible and inspiring things you can do in your life. So put your drawing shoes on and create your own opportunities. See you in the next video.